Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This feels weird because I'm filming two videos back to back, so I'm like, oh, I just saw you guys, and I'm also like sweating a little bit. Anyway, happy Monday. I hope that you guys had a good weekend. Today, I wanted to talk about something pretty important, and that is sustainability. I want to say is like in the last year or so, have been trying to make more switches into like a more sustainable life and like household and stuff like that. I kind of want to preface this by saying, obviously, I'm not zero waste. I don't have the knowledge that a lot of people on the internet do. So this is more of like, you remember my cooking video? It's kind of like that, but for sustainability. It's like easy ways to start your transition into a more sustainable life. Obviously, I care about the planet and I'm trying to continue to learn and continue to morph my lifestyle into as sustainable as I can be. I wanted to kind of bring these on just because I think that it's hard for people. I think that it's hard to live your life a certain way or your whole life using single-use plastic and stuff like that, and then not really knowing where to start, I guess. I can understand that. So I kind of wanted to bring onto this space just some easy first steps into the, like, I'm using my hands a lot. Some easy first steps you can take to start being more sustainable. This was all kind of, I guess the ball started rolling. I made this rant, I guess, on my I don't have Snapchat, on my Instagram stories about these people that I saw putting bananas into a single-use plastic produce bag. I see this all the time. People commented to me, they DM'd me and said they've seen it with pineapples, with avocados, like just the weirdest shit. And I'm like, dude, that shit already has a skin. You don't need to put it in a bag. And my feelings is that I don't think that any produce needs to go into a bag, and I'll get more into that when I like start showing you the things that I've purchased to be more sustainable. But I think that it either comes down to laziness or lack of knowledge. If I can motivate you guys laziness-wise, and if I can motivate you guys with lack of knowledge, let's bring a little bit of knowledge in here. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is like really fucking obvious, and it's reusable grocery bags. For my childhood anyway, we used single-use plastic grocery bags, and they are a huge contributor to waste. You use it one time, maybe twice if you are trying to reuse as like a garbage bag or something, but at the end of the day, that bag goes into the landfills and just like never fucking decomposes. So reusable bags, I think, are really important. I shouldn't even say I think, they are really important. I know that there's been some talk about how much energy is used to make a reusable bag, but I just feel like you'd have to really convince me that using that energy is worse than using something once and then having it live on our planet for the rest of eternity. I use reusable grocery bags. I use them for the beach. There's like one of my girlfriends, we went to the beach and there's like ping pong paddles in here or whatever. What I like about reusable grocery bags is the handles mostly, because I'm one of those people who goes to the car once and I don't go back. I grab everything at once. So what I like about these is when you're holding them like this or on your wrist, it doesn't like cut into your wrist the same way that plastic bags do. I really like that. And I use my reusable bags for like years and years. So I brought an example. This is a Lululemon bag that you can see is like falling apart. My other cat, Stripe, who passed away 2 years ago on Christmas Eve, his little name tag is still on here from when we brought him into the vet. So this is an old bag, okay? I've been using this bag, I don't know, for over 600 days, okay? And it's still going strong. This is coming off, that's fine, I'll just rip it off, and then I'll continue to use it. I'm not embarrassed. There's nothing embarrassing about being sustainable. So that's what I have to say about that. Please stop using single-use plastic grocery bags. It's not necessary. These things are so cheap. They're like $3, and every time you buy a plastic bag, it's like 5 or 10 cents, and it's hurting the earth. So just buy a couple of these, don't lose them, and then you never have to buy another bag again. I will say there have been times, even recently, where I've done an impromptu shop. I've bought so much stuff that I physically can't carry it out myself, and I have had to be that person that grabs a plastic bag. But I think that if we're making these changes and we're trying to be conscious of it, that's what matters. The next thing, I really love these. I was excited when I found them. They're reusable produce bags. So I got the small ones because I generally speaking don't buy like big produce, and if I am buying big produce, I just put it in my cart because it's not like a problem for me. The whole thing with putting like bananas and shit into a bag, I just think is so ridiculous, like I've said. If you need to do that because you feel like it's a cleaner transition. I mean, number one, let me just tell you guys, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try not to. I'm just heated because I think that it's so ridiculous. But anyway, the amount of hands that have touched that produce already before you put it in your cart, like, it's unfathomable, okay? That produce came from somewhere where you don't know where it's from, into a truck or a boat or whatever that you don't have access to, transported by some hands you don't know, and then picked through by hundreds and hundreds of shoppers every day. So if you think that by putting it in a plastic bag, you're saving yourself germs, like, that shit's got germs all over it, okay? Just wash your produce. Anyway, I digress. If it makes you feel better, slash, if you don't want your shit rolling around, that is something that I understand. Somebody told me about their apples. They put their apples in a bag because they buy so many. I totally get that, I understand. At the end of the day, you are gonna bring it home in a bag, so why not just put it in a bag? But anyway, if you want to, you can put them in these little produce bags. I think that these are great also for, I'm sick. I think these are also great for like nuts, not really seeds because they do have little mesh, but I'm trying to find a way around that. I mean, you can bring in glass jars and stuff like that, but then you have to know the weight of your glass jar versus how much the weight of the product that's inside of it. So anyway, I think these are great for everything like mushrooms, carrots, really anything that you can think of produce wise. I got the small ones. They do have big ones on Amazon as well. I'll try to find what I've purchased and link it down below so that you guys can, I don't know, buy them too if you want to. They come in like a pack of a ton, like so many, and I accidentally ordered 2, so I have like produce bags for the rest of my life basically. But you can put these in the washing machine. I bought peanuts one time that were like covered in barbecue, and so this shit was like so dirty. I just chucked it in the wash and it came out fine. That one I think is stained a little bit, but it's the same as like staining your Tupperware containers with spaghetti sauce, so there you have it. Moving on from bags into the makeup category. Something that I think is super wasteful as well are makeup wipes. Again, if I'm in a pinch, of course, and somebody has one, I'll use a makeup wipe, but I'm just trying to, on a day-to-day basis, be sustainable. But again, I totally understand. We're all human. We're all trying to make changes one step at a time. So this is what I use on a daily basis to take off my makeup. So this is called the makeup eraser. You can get them at Sephora or online. These work phenomenally. Like, I'm so surprised. When I saw people talking about them online, I was like, ah, this is gonna be one of those things that people are endorsing that doesn't actually work. But I got one and I was like, holy shit, this honestly, like, you wet it and then you rub your face. It doesn't like hurt your face because it's like microfiber and all of your makeup is gone. I'm like, what? This is wild. So anyway, has one side that says it's for makeup removal and one side that says it's for like exfoliation. I don't necessarily know if it exfoliates your face, but I have been loving it. I just pop it in the wash again, like the produce bags. I put it in the dryer and then it's clean again. I have 2 so that when one's in the wash, the other one can be out. I bought one that's black and one that's pink so that while I'm doing darks, I can have the pink one. While I'm doing colors, I can have the black one. I don't know, that's just what I did. But these are fantastic. I don't buy makeup wipes. I haven't bought makeup wipes in, I wanna say a year. And I just use these and then obviously like my cleanser. But this just wet with water. Sometimes I use it in like the bathtub and I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's nice. I don't know, it just works so fantastically. They are pretty expensive. I think they're like $30 or something like that. But if you compare it to what makeup wipes are actually, makeup wipes are fucking expensive too. These don't stay in the landfill forever. You can use these over and over and over and over. I've had this one for, God, I want to say 3 years. Is that right? A long time. I want to say I got this a long time ago, so it's still fine. I put it in with the towels one time and that was a mistake because now it has white fuzzies all over it, but it does the same shit, so. Next are my little cotton pads. I like using micellar water to take off like really dark lipsticks. I don't like using cotton pads. I purchased these reusable cotton pads. You just, again, throw them in the washing machine afterwards and then dry them and then they come out pretty clean. I mean, I think one of them, yeah, so this one I actually took off nail polish with, so I don't know that I would recommend taking off nail polish with these, to be honest with you, but anyway, I put it in the wash and it came out like this. Maybe if I soaked it in acetone, it would come out, but anyway, that one's kind of like a goner to me now. I could take off nail polish with it again, but I just usually have my acrylic nails done, so not necessary. But anyway, for taking off your makeup, for like if you have a smoky eye or something like that, or really dark lipstick, or like liquid lipstick, these are really great. Again, throw them in the wash, throw them in the dryer, they come out clean, and then you're not creating a bunch of waste in the environment, and it's like a one-time purchase. You never have to worry about running out because, boop, you just always have them. Moving on from makeup into kind of like the bathing category, something that I do every single day. People think it's ridiculous, but I shave my legs. So I really hate having hairy legs. I don't like having prickly legs. I don't even care about anybody else. I don't care if guys think it's gross or like girls think it looks bad or whatever. I don't care about anybody else. I hate it. It makes my legs itchy. I get into bed and it's like uncomfy. Anyway, information you guys didn't need to know, but I shave my legs every day. Something that I see a lot of people using are disposable razors. This is a disposable razor. I bought 3 of these for in case I had guests come over, and oftentimes I feel like guests forget shit, so like toothbrushes and like razors and stuff like that, and I just really like people having like a comfortable stay in my home, and then they can take it home with them afterwards if they want to, which I would just have to throw it out otherwise, so I would hope that they would take it home with them. But anyway, I bought 3 of these. I've had them for a while. I don't know if I'll repurchase because I just like feel so strongly that this is such a waste of plastic, but I was trying to be like, you know, a good host type of thing. So anyway, I still have all 3. Nobody comes to visit me. A better alternative, I feel, is these little guys. So these are reusable razors. So this little guy, boop, comes off, and then the only thing that you're disposing of is the top of this instead of the whole shebang. So all of this would go into the landfill, whereas this, at least only the top is going into the landfill. I'd be interested to see if there's actually like a recycling program for razors. That would be cool. Let me know if you guys are more knowledgeable about sustainability than me. Let me know if there's like a way to recycle that, because I know for K-cups like Keurig and stuff like that, you can actually find people who recycle the grounds and then the plastic. Still don't believe in Keurig. I use a French press. Something you guys might find interesting, bar soap. So this isn't actually a good example, but it's what I have in my house right now. I think I was at Walmart one day and I realized I was out of soap, and so I just quickly picked something up. But I don't buy body wash. I think that body wash is so wasteful in the packaging. You use so much of the liquid. I feel like you go through body wash so quickly and then you're throwing out that plastic container. Even if you're recycling the container, it's still plastic that's in rotation, and eventually there's too much plastic for us to even like recycle and reuse. It's just not necessary to create more plastic waste. I like bar soap. It lasts so much longer for everything. I've always used bar soap to shave my legs, for washing, anything like that. This cardboard container I will obviously recycle, but there are soaps that I normally buy at places like Whole Foods or farmers markets or something like that that don't have packaging at all. You can just like pick it up and then put it into your reusable bag. I would recommend that over anything with packaging anyway. Same with Lush. You can ask them to cut off a piece of soap for you. They are really into sustainability and not creating waste as well. I know that they really appreciate that, so they'd be happy to cut off a new piece of soap for you, and then you can just put it in like whatever reusable bag you have and be on your way. So I just really believe in bar soap, and I think that a lot of people don't think about the fact that body wash is packaged in so much plastic, even the top of it, like it's just, it's crazy. Moving on to paper products. I use 100% post-recycled from consumer waste, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. Anyway, this has been recycled from shit that consumers have used in the past. This is my paper towel, this is my toilet paper. I like them both just as much as I liked Bounty or Charmin. Not to like call out those brands, it's just what I used to use. These are both the Superstore brand. I like both of these just as well as I like anything else, and it's better for the environment. So I have to buy toilet paper and paper towel anyway, so why wouldn't I buy the better choice? I know that, people use reusable paper towel, and I would love to get on that train, but this is where things are, I feel like this is so accessible for me, whereas I don't know that I'm quite ready yet. But if you guys have used reusable paper towel, let me know your thoughts on it, and maybe I'll make the switch. Okay, moving into laundry, we have laundry detergent. So I use this EcoMax laundry detergent. The active ingredients in it are botanical actives, which I'm guessing is like plants. I don't know, I looked it up online and looked up which was the best for the environment, and this in 7th generation came up, so that's why I bought this, just being honest with you guys. I bought the EcoMax instead of 7th generation because this one's way cheaper. And when I looked up online which ones were the best, these two came like neck and neck. So I was like, well, why would I buy the super expensive one from Whole Foods when I can buy this one from Superstore? So that's what I did. I like this one. It gets my stains out. It makes my clothes clean. This one doesn't have a scent. I don't really like scented laundry detergent because I have super sensitive skin, so I don't use that. It literally just smells like nothing, I think. Yep, that smells like absolutely nothing. It smells like the container that it came in. I like this one. It's better for the environment than things that have fragrance and chemicals in them. So I just use this. Also, if you're sensitive to fragrances, if you work in a fragrance-free environment, boom, check it off your list. That's all I have to say about laundry detergent. Moving into the kitchen category, I was really excited to find these products. There's only 2 of them, but I love them. So the first product that I found was these little guys. So these replaced Ziploc bags in my life. I still have like a box of Ziploc bags because I had to switch over at some point, but I haven't used Ziploc bags in like forever. I don't even, well, not forever obviously, but I would say like a year. And I use these instead. So these guys are, I think, meant for like liquids, like soup and stuff like that, because they have this little bottom and like measurements on the side and stuff. So you can actually put soup in there. I've like filled it up with air and then put this slider thing on and tried to like squeeze the air out and nothing comes out. So I would say that it's pretty safe for liquids, but what I use it for usually is little sandwiches and little like lunch items. So I think they're silicone, but I could be wrong. But all you do is you slide this little guy on top, it's sealed, and then I don't know why it has like a little hangy thing. I guess you could like hang it on a hook or something like that, I'm not sure. Your sandwich just like sits in there, or your soup, or whatever you want to be in here. You can freeze these and put them in the fridge. I'm not sure if you can heat them up actually. I love these things. I love not using Ziploc bags. I think that they're so wasteful. Use them one time and then you throw them in the garbage, and that's just like so horrifying to me. These are super easy to wash as well. You can put them in the dishwasher. I put them on my top rack and then I just like spread them over the whatchamacallit, like the spikes in there, and then so that it gets in these little crevices. You can also put like a cup in the dishwasher and then like put it over top of the cup if you want to, and then I just usually like toss this shit in the cutlery drawer or like beside it or something like that, so you don't have to hand wash them if you don't want to. Yeah, I love using these, and I just feel so much better not using Ziploc bags. I think that that's ridiculous. Last but not least, I have this guy. So these replaced Saran wrap in my life. I love them so much. They're just little silicone like hats basically. They have this little tab so that you can boop and pull it over your product. They have a ton of different sizes. I just picked this one because it fit on the bowl that I wanted to like showcase it on, but they have like big, they have like extra large, large, medium, small, extra small for basically any sized thing that you would need to cover. But you literally just like stretch, much like you would Saran wrap, over the top, and then it just kind of like holds on like that. So anything that I would have before put Saran wrap over, I just put one of these things over. They don't fall off. They're like, it's on there, you know, like it's not coming off. And you can just toss this into the dishwasher as well on the top rack, and it comes out clean. I've had these for about a year and I've been using them, and I just love them so much. I love not using Saran wrap. Again, I think it's ridiculous. So these are super cheap. You buy them once and then you never have to really purchase them again unless you like rip one somehow, but I haven't, and I have these crazy claws, so good luck doing that. Well, you guys, that is what I have for this little sustainability haul. I know that a lot of people think that it's the big corporations' job to be like spearheading sustainability and stuff like that, and I agree. I think that we do need a huge change in order to make sure that we have a future on this earth, but I think it's just such a dangerous mindset to be in, thinking that it's somebody else's problem and not ours. And if you want to think about it like logically, businesses will always go where the money is. So if we're no longer using and buying plastic single-use bags or like produce bags or whatever, companies are going to stop making them because they're going to see a dip in their revenue, and they're going to start making something else, something more sustainable that people are using. I'm not plant-based, I'm not vegan, but if you even look at veganism and what is happening with the world in regards to plant-based meat alternatives, it's crazy. It's grown so much in the last 4 years. So I think that it's really interesting to already see how we're changing big businesses just because we're making different choices. I just think that it's so cool that we are making a change, and it's just, don't put yourself down like that to think that like, well, I can't do anything, I'm one person. It's like, well, yeah, but we're all one person and there's 7 billion of us. Is that how many people are in the world right now? If we all start doing something, it will make a change, and you can make a change. I met Craig Kielberger when I was younger, and he said, be the change, and I'm trying. Craig and Mr. McPee. That's an inside joke just for Sam. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, let me know if you guys have any sustainability items that you're loving. I'm trying to better myself for the earth and for you guys. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys on Friday.